I'm Greg Watkins, Executive Director of the British Chamber of Commerce, Thailand. Today I'm joined by Chris Cracknell, Chairman of Grant Thornton and an Honorary Advisor to the BCCT Board. As we continue this series of interviews, Grant Thornton on Business with Greg Watkins. In this episode, we will be discussing different issues related to business recovery after COVID-19. Chris, you've been here in Thailand many years now and witnessed a lot of ups and downs. How do you see the near future playing out for Thailand?
Greg, thank you, and great to be on with you today. I think in the short term, like many countries around the world, Thailand's going to have a lot of issues. I think unemployment is certainly going to rise. There are going to be challenges around businesses building up debt that they can't finance, so perhaps some business failure, perhaps companies getting through the COVID situation and the economic challenges, but finding their balance sheets too heavily leveraged with debt. So yes, some short-term challenges. Probably around 2022, I think we'll start to see disruptor businesses and new businesses really taking a grip here in Thailand. Return of tourism and actually some optimism. So it won't be a quick, in my opinion, recovery. It'll be a steady recovery, and then in 2022, really taking root and moving forward.
That's interesting, Chris. Let's now zoom out to look at things from a global perspective. In your opinion, has the globalisation model been challenged by the consequences of COVID-19?
Well, I think this is one of the bigger challenges going forward post-COVID. Prior to COVID, we had a growing global economies. We had the ability for international business, freedom of movement over borders, freedom of movement by air travel, and globalization was something most organizations aspired to in one shape or another. Post-COVID, I think globalization has been challenged. Firstly, supply chains. People are not so keen on having international supply chains to feed their factories, to get greater reliability. In terms of selling and distributorship, moving management around the world has suddenly become very difficult. And I think as a consequence of COVID, people are going to look very much more at their local markets for growth and business development, for creating company value rather than international expansion. Having said that, I think also playing out on the world stage, we have the challenges between China and the USA. And these, in my opinion, are getting worse at the moment. I think China really understands how the West operates, but I don't think the West really understands the values and the way China operates. And we're trying to play everything from the West by our own rules, and I'm not sure China recognizes that as the playing field. China is making a strong play globally, either through acquisition of companies, investment in countries, and making them beholden upon China for future deals and expansion. This, I think, leads to an opportunity, though, for Southeast Asia to really come through very strongly and for Thailand to play a very big part in the global economy going forward. So globalization may be challenged, but I think within the global economy and with localization, Thailand has a strong part to play within Southeast Asia, which will become a driving force for economies around the world.
Thanks, Chris. Clearly challenges in the short to medium term, but opportunities in the medium to long term. See you all in the next clip.